Imagine this. Your website is getting traffic, and I'm talking about a consistent number of leads on a daily basis. But those leads aren't converting, and the few that do aren't exactly a good fit. What if I told you the only thing standing between you and your dream clients isn't necessarily a design? It's clarity. What's up, Faithpreneurs? I'm Stephanie Mays, founder of S Mays Designs, designs with your brand in mind, and where we create strategic, professional websites for the faith-filled and business-minded. If you're still watching this video, it's safe to assume that your website may not be drawing in the clients that you necessarily want to work with. If your website is attracting inquiries from people who either can't afford your services or they aren't a good fit, or maybe they're just scrolling and leaving, this is not a traffic problem, but a messaging problem. It doesn't matter how many people visit your website, at the end of the day, if they are not converting, then your website isn't doing its job. From my experience, many business owners focus on looks. That's colors, fonts, images, which are all important and can be a determining factor on whether or not a user will continue on your website. But this is just one factor. Your website could look the part but if you neglect the words that communicate value, professionalism, experience, and expertise, then you're going to be missing the key elements that filter and convert. Research from Stanford University's Persuasive Technology Lab shows that 46% of people say a website's messaging is the top factor in deciding a company's credibility. As a veteran in website design and web strategies, I've reviewed hundreds of sites where messaging was the weakest link between the traffic and conversions. Having clear and effective messaging will help to increase conversions. In order to achieve clear and effective messaging, you need to incorporate the key components of effective messaging. This includes compelling headlines that instantly answer what you do and who you are for. You need subheadlines that explain the specific transformation that you deliver through your services or products, and you need to communicate what you do and the benefits of it in human language. That's without technical industry jargon and in a way that the average person would understand. Lastly, you need to include social proof, like reviews and testimonials that reinforce why your services or products work. A quick example of vague messaging versus clear, effective messaging would be we build custom websites versus we partner with faith-based business owners to build digital solutions that position them as lead competitors in their industry. For the first example, the visitor will read the vague messaging, and though it's pretty straightforward, it doesn't answer the question of who the service is for. So there's a bit of confusion there, which would lead to the visitor moving on to the next business, one that feels more aligned with their needs and values. With the second example, the visitor can immediately grasp what the offer is, feel that he knows who the service is for, and moves on to click the call to action. It only takes a user seconds to decide if he or she will stay on a web page and continue to the next steps. But if they don't understand the offer in that short amount of time, you will lose them. If your messaging is easy to understand, it reduces the friction of decision making and increases conversions. Another benefit of clear messaging is that it will filter out the wrong clients. When you have great messaging, it works like a magnet, pulling in the right people and repelling the rest. When you're specific about what you do, how you do it, and who you are doing it for, you answer questions before the prospective client ever reaches out to you. Vague language will leave too much room for interpretation, and when a prospect can project their own assumptions onto your message, you attract people who expect something entirely different from what you actually offer. Going back to our example, we build custom websites, invites everyone, but clear messaging will set a clear boundary. Being specific in your messaging shows professionalism and confidence, and it gives underqualified or misaligned leads enough clarity to opt out on their own, which will save you a lot of time and energy. You want to attract the people that actually want the result you provide. So, clear messaging includes you being clear about what that outcome is. If you're clear that your company provides long-term, scalable solutions, then those looking for a quick fix aren't the ones you want to attract. The clearer the outcome, the fewer emails and inquiries you'll receive of people asking, can you just do this or that? No, immediately. They won't even ask because they see you don't provide the outcome they're looking for. As someone who has developed strategic websites for many years now, I have seen firsthand how crystal clear communication directly fuels growth. When messaging is clear, you're not chasing clients, you're guiding the right ones forward. If you want messaging that qualifies your site visitors and turns them into paying customers, make sure to grab my brand story guide and workbook. It's designed to help you write compelling content that captivates your ideal visitors and motivates them to take action now. And if you need deeper clarity of a full website messaging strategy tailored to your unique business, schedule a brand strategy session that will help you build authority, attract the right clients, and increase conversions. And the link for both of these resources and opportunities are in the description box below. And that concludes my Web Wednesday topic for today. If you found this topic helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. And I will see you all in the next video. Be blessed.